It's a blessed day, family, and welcome to Live with Chatufa. We continue to give you updates of what is happening in the nation. Quite a lot that is happening, especially in the political circles, where we are watching to see how ZANU-PF continues to be exposed, how ZANU-PF is imploding, how ZANU-PF is beginning to become very, very unlikable, right in Zimbabwe as well as in the SADC region. We are also seeing how Emerson Mnangagwa and his leadership and his rogueness is now being evident to everyone, not only for those that are in Zimbabwe. And it's exciting things that we are seeing happening also. The corruption that has also started to overflow to many other departments of government, including the police, the military, and things like that. We are seeing that our country is just at a point where whatever that is happening in the nation is quite an embarrassment. Just yesterday, we were talking about a video again by the same police officers of Mnangagwa who came out and were saying quite a lot of obscenities and things that are not expected to be said by especially law enforcement, the individuals. But because of the rotten moral fabric in the country, we continue to experience these things happening. And when they happen, ZANU-PF want to pretend as if all is well. At times they want to even go to an extent of defending. At times they ignore as if nothing has happened. See no evil, hear no evil. But this really is not working out for good for them at the end of the day, because the whole world is watching. The whole world is seeing the kind of rot that Zimbabwe has become under the leadership of ZANU-PF and Emerson Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa police officers again are caught on camera collecting bribes from drug dealers in Harare. This is very embarrassing, I'm telling you. The level to which drugs have, started to hit the streets of Harare in Zimbabwe is so alarming. And our young people are always under the influence. Our young people who have nothing to do are spending time in the streets and in these, places where these drugs are being sold, and they are found to be always under the influence of these drugs. And, it's really very, very sad. It's a sad scenario that we continue to see happening in the nation, as ZANU-PF has really taken our country to be a laughing stock and very, very low in terms of law, of order, of humanity, of respect, dignity. All these things have really been eroded in the country, all because of a poor kind of leadership, a selfish kind of leadership, a leadership that is hell-bent on self-enrichment, corruption, and thuggery and thievery. And that is the sad scenario that we see happening in the country. For those maybe that may not have seen this video, this is the video by Crime Watch Zimbabwe. They are saying this is Chitungwiza Makoni cycle unit. In this video, these ZRP officers came to collect my bribes. Kuneva fana vikwa mautopa unit M close to unit L bus stop, who supply my drugs akaita sempanje bronco mtoriro etc. So atizive kuti toita say kana police iri iyo inotora my bribes instead of arresting drug dealers. So this is the video that has gone viral of police officers collecting bribes from the drug dealers in the area.
Nothing is going on. Nothing is going on.
Just imagine.
Nothing is going on. Nothing is going on.
And that's the very unfortunate thing, that we are now living in the world of social media and internet, and most of the things that these people could be doing, the shenanigans that they do, are quite exposed every time. And there's no hiding. You can't hide in this age because phones are everywhere, cameras are everywhere. You can be picked, whatever that you are doing. Before you know it, you are already exposed. And this exactly is an embarrassment once again to Emerson Mnangagwa and his, partisan police. And this exactly is one of the things that the whole world is watching, and people are saying, what really is this? So the embarrassment really that we continue to see in Zimbabwe with the police in Zimbabwe is really getting out of hand. Totally out of hand. This here is another video again that has gone viral in the past days of a police officer drunk in police uniform, something that was never common in our days. In the early days, we never really saw things like this happening. But look at how things are happening. It means people are frustrated, including the police officers themselves. They are frustrated. They don't earn anything. The life is difficult. They can't even take care of their own families. Peter Ndoro is saying here, I suppose using your logic, we should also overlook Zimbabwe police officers walking around drunk in uniform. We should take this seriously either. It is overlooking these things like this that leads to a complete collapse of order. And he says Nick Mangwana, he quotes Nick Mangwana. You see, this is the video of that police officer drunk. Amazing. Just imagine the kind of embarrassment that continues to come to our nation. And it seems ZANU-PF, they are not worried about it because their business really is not to make Zimbabwe work. ZANU-PF, they are in the business of just making themselves rich. They don't care what is happening out there. Imagine if a crime is committed and then that police officer arrives at a crime scene, if he can't just stand on his own, can he really do anything? He can't, definitely. And let alone not even talking about getting injured. He can injure himself. And imagine he doesn't even afford, he has no medical aid, he can't even afford medical attention or with the salary that he gets. And this is the whole frustration. And you can see that some of the drunkenness, that the levels of drunkenness that we are seeing here are not from normal alcohol. These are the drugs that they are also engaged in, right? All the kind of bronco, the tumbra and the like, the kind of stuff that is being taken right in our streets. And this is very pathetic and sad. And we are saying this is a shameful thing. Shame to ZANU-PF, shame to Emerson Mnangagwa. Our country has gone to the dogs. We definitely need our country rescued from this hooligan party. Otherwise, we continue to be the laughing stock of the world. We want Zimbabwe to be restored. We want Zimbabwe to work again. Zimbabwe to have respect again. Zimbabwe to become a nation that is also counted among nations that are normal and progressive. So this will only happen when ZANU-PF goes. Let's continue to stand, put pressure on ZANU-PF and Mnangagwa, pray for our nation until victory is certain, and luta until our country is delivered from the hand of the evil one. So this is what is happening. Very sad development. Let's continue to pray for the nation as we continue to fight. Victory shall be certain. Indeed, God is in it. Thank you so much for joining me on this show. We still have some more shows coming, so don't go away. Continue to watch. Thank you so much. You are blessed.